Hi guys, in today's video I will be showing you how to set up the enclosure for your bearded dragon. Just a little disclaimer, I am not a reptile expert or anything like that. I'm just a gal who loves animals and reptiles, and I do a lot of research to make sure that I can give them the best life. So today I'm going to share some tips with you guys. And this is my girl Nairobi. She's about 2 years old and I've had her since she was a puny little baby. So we're going to upgrade her enclosure a little bit as well. Change up the setup. I like to do this at least once or twice a year just to give them a different environment and enclosure to interact with. First, let's talk about the enclosure. There are several different types that you can choose from. This is Nairobi's, and this is a plywood enclosure that is sealed with a special paint, so it's the wood's not going to get damaged or anything like that. And this is a 5 foot by 30 inch by 24 inch. So really big enclosure. It has a little loft area, the lower part area. And then another option would be something like this, which is a 4 by 2 by 2 enclosure. And as you can see, this one's glass. Personally, I think the bigger the better. Bearded dragons, at least my beardies, are pretty active and they like to explore. So I like to give them the biggest enclosure that I can. Next, let's talk about lighting. Their basking spot, you want it to be anywhere between 90 and 105 degrees. It just kind of depends, like if it's winter or summer, or if it's like 105 and your beardie, you never see him basking, I would probably lower it to like 95. So it just kind of depends on your bearded dragon. This is a heat lamp with the UVB, and then that's a ceramic heat lamp in case it gets too cold in the wintertime. I would turn that on, and it's no light, just heat. And then the most important thing you want to have is a UVB light that preferably goes the whole width of your enclosure, so that you know for a fact that they're getting the UVB that they need. Inside of the enclosure is preferred. I would like to upgrade Mac over here. As you can see, they are not inside the enclosure, they're sitting on top of the screen, and this UVB does not go the full width. But again, the heat that I get them, the heat bulbs do have the UVB, so it's kind of like, it kind of does, but eventually I do want to get him a UVB strip that goes all the way across. Hey Mackie. Ooh, you showing off for the camera. Let's talk about the humidity. During the day, you want to keep it between 30 and 40%. It can rise a little bit higher during the nighttime, but not too much. And you want to have a temperature gauge that has the humidity gauge on it as well. Then these guns are super helpful. This is a temperature gun, and wherever you point it, it'll give you the temperature, so you know what the ambient temperature is like, the cool side, all that good stuff. Ideally, you would want to have at least one hide, but I do try to provide 2 hides. This is the bigger hide and the smaller hide there, just so that if they feel like they need a hide or need a safe place, whatever it may be, somewhere to sleep, they have options. Apparently, the type of substrate you decide to use can be controversial. I personally think there's a lot of different great options out there, and again, it just really depends on your bearded dragon and what you have time to clean, stuff like that. So I personally use loose substrate. This is the brand that I use. I don't know if this is like sold everywhere. I think this is just like a local brand from my reptile store, but I believe they do sell online. Before I discovered that substrate, I did use cabinet liner. You can use paper towels, you can use tiles. I mean, there's so many options. If you do decide to go with something that's not a loose substrate, I would recommend providing a dig box, because some bearded dragons do like to dig, and it's nice to give them the opportunity to, in case they are one of those bearded dragons. The only rule is do not use calcium sand or sand by itself. Those 2 substrates can cause impaction and all sorts of other problems. The best, cheapest loose substrate mixture is the one that you can make yourself, which would be, I think it's called play sand, and just organic or non-organic topsoil, just a high quality topsoil. Mix it about 50-50 and you're good to go. Another controversial topic is whether or not to provide your bearded dragon with a water bowl. I see my bearded dragons use their water bowl all the time. They have always had a water bowl, and it works for us. I think some people or some reptile keepers do not provide a water bowl because the humidity level rises too high. Because her enclosure is so big, I do not have that problem. Last but not least, you can go non-bioactive or bioactive like Tilly. Obviously, she's not a bearded dragon, but bioactive is basically when you have live plants in soil. I plan on adding some live plants to her enclosure, but probably not do it bioactive just because I don't know how I would keep the humidity low with having to water them. Maybe you have to get like cactuses and stuff like that. I do have to do a little bit more research. Now that we've gone over pretty much the basic setups and different types of setups that you can have, let's go get Nairobi some new decor and possibly some live plants. You're gonna fall. Stop. You're crazy. You're such a crazy girl. Made it back home, so let me show you what I got really quickly. I feel like I did very, very well today. So from Home Depot, I got this for my indoor plants, but parsley, aloe, a little succulent. I don't know why I got a succulent when I have so many succulents here. And then I was gonna buy like just regular plants, but I was like, why not get like vegetables and herbs, like stuff that she can actually eat? So I got this Swiss chard, like all different colors. And then that's from Home Depot. Obviously I got insects. Can't go to the reptile store without getting insects. This hide was the most expensive thing I got, $26.99. And then I went to the dollar store and I'm going to get replace her feeding dish. So I got this, some decor. I'll just show you guys this when I actually like put in her enclosure. But I got some decor, and then I got like a bunch of plants and a little hanging thing just to add to her background. Whoa. That. Some more plants. A little castle because she's the queen. And then like another little pink ice cream cart. These two pink things go with her crystal. I got this just like, I mean this is for dogs, but like she can lay on it or something. And this. And I think that's it. I got my dog's bones. What is that, Nairobi? Are you interested? Oh, really? Okay, do we need to take it out? Or is it the camera? Let's see. I think it was the camera, guys. I am finally done setting up her enclosure. Compared to the old setup, this is so much better. The old one almost looks empty now that I compare them. And I hope you guys like it, but most importantly, I hope Nairobi likes it.